podcast that brings you the heart and soul of Rolla Bulldogs high school sports. All right, welcome to Inside the Huddle, brought to you by Romo Athletics and powered by our new title sponsor, Phelps County Bank. Let's give a quick shout out to them. Phelps County Bank, 100% employee owned, 100% community champions. Bankers by day, Bulldog fans by night. Appreciate everything they do. Phelps County Bank does so much for our community and our sports programs. Appreciate everything about them. So here we are. This is season 3, episode 39. Today we got head Bulldog basketball coach, recent 300 win basketball coach, Coach Mark Killer Miller. Coach, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Gunn. It's going to be fun.
Going to be fun as always. So, hey, before we get started, we had a team meal last week. We had our first home game on Friday. So we had a team meal.
Team meal sponsors were B-Dubs, Buffalo
B-Dubs,
Wild
yep.
Wings, and Price Chopper.
Price Chopper, yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron Coates, Brian Clark. Thanks for everything you do. Appreciate it, kids. Had a good time getting through that meal. Hey, so man, season's here. It's on us. Let's give a little kind of a recap of where we came from and what we're looking at going forward. And then we'll jump into our recent game. So last season, 23-6, lost the district title at home. We lost 4 seniors, but you got 4 returning starters and 7 returning lettermen.
Yeah, it's a pretty good way to come back into the season. You know, we've got a lot of varsity experience, a lot of high quality players. This is going to be a fun season, and I'm not saying that we're going to win every single game, but we're going to be competitive, and I like our chances every time we go out.
Oh, definitely. That's, when you look at it, and I think reading Dave Roberts in the Phelps County Focus, he talked about, over 50 points per game returning, which is nice that it's not, as significant of a reload when you have those weapons. Again, it's a different group, but man, you bring a lot of guys back and kind of looking pretty good. So we got going last week. We went from, one night we're having our practice, we're having a parent meeting, we're into the jamboree, and it's not our typical jamboree, man. This was your old, your daddy's Oldsmobile, right?
Sure.
Holy cow!
So last week was was packed. We had a lot of stuff in it. The jamboree is that was a quality jamboree, and somebody said they could charge admission to that jamboree. Well, they did actually. They think they charged $1 admission, but it was a lot of good basketball, 4 high quality basketball teams, and it's just exactly what we wanted to kind of see where we were at.
Yeah, I thought it was a great showing. It was a great opportunity, and that was kind of one of the things to look at is, there had to be things you really liked about it, and there was also some things that went, okay, let's put a pin in that, and let's go make sure we work on that when it comes time to practice.
Yeah, it's similar to our first game here. Actually, the way we got started over there was against Rogersville early on, and we didn't come out very fast, and we had a similar start. Now, after we got going, it was pretty fun to watch. But we had a similar start Friday night, and Coach Vineyard's he was a little disappointed in our conditioning. So was Coach Mike, and I know what we've been doing for conditioning.
I know.
And I know our guys are in good shape. And I myself have been down this road too many times. I kind of wrote it off to they were so amped. They could not wait to get things going, that they expended a lot of energy just in their excitement before the game and ready to play. Yeah. And that you could see first quarter, halfway through, man, they looked like they were zapped. Yeah. They didn't have anything left. But second quarter, they definitely kind of gathered it and showed what they've got. So.
Yeah, and I think, you like you said, with Logan Rogersville, a team we had played in fall league, kind of split with them there. It was, had some great matchups. A little flat. They came out fired up, ready to go. And then, like I said, but then in the second stanza with them, kind of took care of it. But, yeah, the amped up. And so in looking at that, you have 8 or I guess 9 seniors. You got 8 right now on the team. Mm. And that's the home court. And again,
I don't do that particularly for a reason. So you know. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's not a healthy way, to
manage the program.
Yeah. But you also do manage it to what's going to make you the best. And this senior bunch has got it's very deep and they're the best guys out there right now.
And you throw in the fact that we don't have many home games. So you're
8
trying
in
to, yeah,
total.
yeah, 8 total, counting the 3 from the tournament. And, yeah, so it's a little more to, hey, we got a little bit of
It's
time to
that
show.
that's some residue from our conference imploded a couple years ago, and so we were loaded up with home games last year,
Yeah,
and then it turns around and gets you this year. Plus, we added in some pretty heavy duty competition this year, and we have to go different places to get that. So it catches us on the conference rebuild on the schedule, but then it also catches us on trying to amp up our
yeah.
schedule a little bit too. So
So we get through the Jamboree on Wednesday night, ends up being, kind of a late night, not too bad, but again, good game. So Logan Rogersville,
good Culvers, by the way.
yeah, Culver's on the way home. We saw you guys stop there. Um, we had eaten beforehand. Springfield Brewing Company. They got a nice.
Okay, as long as it wasn't City Butcher, then I'm okay
No,
with it.
no.
If you're going to City Butcher, take me
Yeah, I
with
was
you.
gonna say, I know you like that place. Yeah, and then Glendale and Elias were all there, so that was, yeah, great competition. So then we come into the a bluefish tip off.
That's easy for you to
Yep,
say.
sorry, I know. Friday and Saturday. So here it comes in. A lot of big days of game. Um, we had Lady Tigers playing on Friday. We from St. James. The boys played on Saturday. The Lady Bulldogs took on Helias. We took on Pacific in the nightcap, which game got a little behind. So it was probably
It was late.
9 after 9, I think, by the time we finally
It
started,
was
right?
definitely very late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little rough, but
Yeah. By the time we got over to Applebee's at the end, it was about 11 o'clock. Yeah, they told us they would stay open till midnight, so we were fortunate.
that's nice, rough in there. Yeah, that sounds rough. So let's talk about that again. We kind of highlight a little bit. It ended up being a 63-33 win. Ethan's talked about this. He goes, Pacific is a tough team to play because they do work hard
Worked very hard,
and they work.
and they're
Yeah.
improved.
Oh,
They are definitely
definitely
improved this
improved.
year, and they've got size.
Yep.
Uh,
And 3 guys, 6'5" or 6'6", where they were.
and I would venture to say that if you don't put the defense on them that we put
Yeah.
on them,
Yeah.
all those three balls that they
Yeah.
put up, they're going to beat some
Yeah.
people by shooting a better
Yeah.
percentage
Yeah.
than what they
Yeah.
shot against us.
Yeah, they had the 3 bigs that were all seniors, and then all their guards were sophomores, I think.
Yeah,
And coach had said, he goes, "Hey, Tom, we're a lot better."
yeah,
And yeah,
he's excited,
yeah,
and he's got a reason to be excited.
exactly.
His team is going to be better this year.
But they're disciplined. They work the ball pretty well, but they sometimes struggle to score, and that's the thing is, so they kill a lot of clock working the ball, and they work their butt off.
Yeah,
And but the point, it doesn't allow you to really get in your flow. Is kind of how Ethan was kind of saying
especially
it.
when so one of the things that we had going for us that they struggled with, and it just made them uh, when the ball's binging around all over the place, and we had 18
I
deflections,
saw that. Yeah,
and that's when you can get that many deflections, it really throws the team off offensively. That had to be a big struggle for I mean for Pacific, and so they're not giving up. They're not playing easy on you defensively.
yeah.
They're still battling and battling, but it just kind of makes it for a difficult game for us to look very pretty.
Yeah, we held them to under 25% shooting for the game.
Yeah.
Like I said, 18 deflections, I think 8 steals. But then on the other side, our offense we weren't hitting the shots. Maybe we only shot like 45%.
So we didn't shoot the ball very well at all.
No.
Just so people know,
Yeah.
for us going forward. Now I say that it was mostly first quarter.
Yeah.
We didn't shoot a very good percentage first quarter. After that, I think we were 0 for 6 from the three in the first quarter, and then we were almost 50%
Yeah.
after that the following 3 quarters. So, um, that combined with expending all that energy being excited
Mhm.
and first game and all that made for a really rough looking first quarter,
It did.
but buddy, that second quarter
Yeah.
they were ready to roll,
Yeah.
and we really started clicking.
And you look at Landon Richter knocking down 5 threes, or I think 5 for 6 from three or something like
Hey,
that.
Ricky is capable. That dude can play, and he does a great job in his leadership role. um, he can handle the basketball some. uh, the scoring part, we'll take whatever we get out of him scoring because he just works so hard all the time.
Yep.
And he's a total team guy. It just really fits in well with this bunch.
So I mentioned the 45% shooting from the field for the game, but 15 assists. I mean, it's not a not a bad number.
It's not,
Considering, yeah.
especially considering how we So I told the guys, we love to move the
Mhm.
basketball, and we're good at
Mhm.
moving the basketball. I don't have any uh, no reservations on how well we can pass the ball and move the ball around. The thing that I want us to focus on is one of the things we do uh, better than just about anybody, most teams in the
Mhm.
state, is we can attack you off the
Mhm.
dribble and get there and finish
Mhm.
or make free throws with the best of them. And so we've tweaked our offensive stuff a little bit to kind of take advantage of that and get a little more movement at the same time. And I just think that the more time we have, we did that kind of late. We were trying other things, and so we did that a little bit late. And I think we're going to be better and better as we go along. And so the assist number may not be extremely high, but I think the scoring will continue to increase
Increase
as we
and
get better with the dribble
yeah,
attack.
and then with that, the shooting
The
percentage, yeah,
three ball is going
3
to
ball
go
will
up
open up,
big
yeah,
time.
because you get to penetrate and kick,
Yeah.
having to collapse, and you're right. I mean, that's I think, what you have right now is the ability to go straight line with some of the speed that we have, pass it up ahead for the easy ones. It's nice and
We've got speed handles
mhm,
and
yeah,
hops.
yeah,
When you got speed handles and hops, whoo, it's tough to defend. And then you add into that we've got some guys that can really shoot it, and we've got some guys that can be very powerful and strong inside as we start going along.
yeah. Nice to see old Pax getting the old nice dunk after the
It
block.
it, it
Blocked the
was,
3-point shot, and then they kicked it up to him, and he got a nice two-hand dunk.
yeah. Pax is he's a work in progress like many of us, and he's coming along. Um, he's going to be, I think, by the end of the season, he's going to be one of the premier bigs anywhere because he's an outside threat. Uh, when we can get him to understand how much of a threat he is inside, whew,
Yeah.
it is going to be fun. I was really glad to see Murphy back. Uh, scored our first 4 points. Who would have ever thought that? He couldn't really move his elbow very much early on, and he's getting past all that. His conditioning, he'll be the first one to tell you, man, I'm conditioned like a football defensive end right now. I'm not a basketball player, but he's working on it. And the more that comes along, the better he is for us. But either one of those two bigs, when they don't even have to be struggling, and there's going to be times where we're gonna have Nash out there for a bulk of the time because Nash has got some game. Nash has got a lot of skill. I think Nash can go on and play at the next level. I'm talking to some coaches, regarding him, and I think with his skill, the way he's really gone after trying to condition his body better so that he can get up and down the floor more, guard better. He's got a high ceiling, and we've got three bigs right there. That boy, it's nice
Yeah,
rotation for
yeah,
us.
yeah, definitely. And again, luxury because we have a big,
Yeah.
but having a series of them, it's been a while since we've had that.
Oh, with the
Yeah,
quality,
yeah.
yeah, and Murphy is such a he's a 4-year
Yep.
starter. He's been through it all. He knows all of our stuff. He's a good solid leader for us. Um, but man, I really I'm not scared to play any one of the three of them a lot
Yeah,
because they're all three going to be, yeah, going to be doing some good things for us.
it's looking good.
What they do need to do better for us though. And this was the when you try and nitpick things that you don't like about a 30-point win. Uh, I I don't like being out rebounded by Pacific.
Right away.
We got out rebounded 36-32, and
They had more offensive rebounds than we did. Yeah, yeah. Of
yeah,
course, they missed more, but
and
yeah,
so it's different if we're doing the little things right. And I just came from not really chewing them up, but trying to get the point across that hey, we got to be more than just athletic and go get a board. We got to do the details right and be fundamentally sound and go hit people, maintain your block out, and then release and go get it. And there's uh, there's still a lot of growth that we have ahead of us to get that done. With that being said, with Giddy leading us 7 rebounds, um, Coop's just been continuing to improve his game and the way he goes about his business. And so him being the leading rebounder for us in that game, it just says a lot about the improvement that he's made. And he's a guy that will light you
Light it
up.
up, yeah. Yeah, that's what say. There's so many weapons out there,
Yeah,
not just offensively, but like you said, we got guys that we know can go get rebounds, that can be a stopper for us defensively or get the deflections and lead to the next steal, and it's good. So next game, so we got a little time off, got the Thanksgiving break coming up. We're on the road to Mizzou Arena as part of the Norm Stewart Classic. This used to be the 48 hours of basketball
yep.
where it'd be around the clock. Well, they switched it now, and it's strictly morning to evening. We are in the prime time spot. We're at 6:30 p.m. on Friday, December 5th, taking on Pembroke Hill. Pembroke Hill was in the state title game just a couple years back. They got Mav Hawkins, who is a Vanderbilt commit. His dad Jeff played at Kansas. So they're a
It's
good
a
team.
quality
Yeah,
basketball team. We really appreciate I mean, getting the invitation. Brad Hayes talked to me. He actually talked to me the year before, and we just couldn't fit it in our schedule. But um, we want to make sure we got that worked in. It's going to be a great experience for our guys. Uh, yeah, Pembroke Hill will be a high quality opponent. They just got done playing Link Academy Saturday. Got film on that to watch, and um, I, I'll take my guys. I'm not saying we're going to beat everybody. I know we won't, but I'll take my guys every night out, and we're going to have a chance to win the game.
yeah, there's no doubt. But I do want to recognize we talk about the Pacific game. So that ended up being, I brought this up at the beginning, that was the 300th win in your career. Again, and you've had a nice run. We've again 18 years.
Yeah,
18
this
years,
is the 18th.
18th
Yeah,
year. So now you got 300 wins. You have, and there was a nice tribute, and I put that out on the website that was
it's
put
really
together.
nice. As a total surprise, I didn't know they were doing that.
And being able to see, and you had everything. You talk about the kids. Your son was on your first district championship team in 2012, 13,
12.
12,
Mm-hmm.
2012. You ended up with another one in 2015. Then you had 18.
Trey Brown brought it to light that we had three during his reign.
Yeah,
He wanted his brothers to know that,
yeah, he
and
was. Yeah, that is a big debate in the Brown household.
yeah,
That does Trey's come back on everything. How many DCs you got? I got more than both of you combined.
yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of
So
fun.
it's it, it's wonderful to get an accomplishment, but man, to be honest, Gun, I don't do it for the wins and losses type of thing. I'm competitive, probably more than most people know. Very competitive, and I want to win. But I started doing this thing and have done it ever since, just because I really want to be that solid influence in the guys' lives that can maybe teach them some things uh, about discipline, work ethic, how to encourage one another. I want to teach them things like, how do you show love? As a guy, I'm not,
Yeah,
trying to hug on them or do,
that's right, man.
like you and I do
Yeah,
sometimes, but I really do want to teach them how to just be solid young men going forward. And it's more of a blessing to me to get to be part of that than, um, however many wins, that's not why I do it. I do it because I want us to see success, and I get to reap the benefits of, man, I just have a lot of dudes getting back with me.
yeah,
A lot of people have over your website or podcast. Um, a lot of guys got a hold of me and said, "Coach, man, glad for you, proud of you, really appreciate you." And the things that mean the most to me, well, in that video when they're talking about, they appreciate the way I cared for them and that sort of thing. Um, that that's I'm gonna mess up with being having the right X's and O's. I'm gonna mess up plenty of times, and I don't like it when I do that, and I try to do better. But the thing I don't want to ever mess up on is being able to care for a kid and just help to lead him in the right direction.
A lot of impact. Again, that's those 300 wins, high percentage.
Have you heard of the Impact? There's a dude that does a lot of stuff
Yeah.
on.
Just go to Serves Elite, iserveselite.com. You find like everything you know about impact.
There you go.
But yeah, but no, that's and again because it's not just the 300 wins. I mean, because you got a great winning percentage. I mean, I don't even know what the winning percentage, but that's very high. I mean, you've averaged. I was going through looking at some numbers. I don't know if I had them on here or
Big
not.
big thank you to man, all the families over the years, and yours as well, for giving me the great
Oh,
kids to work with. Because it's you can be a great coach, but you can really be spinning your wheels if you don't have a lot of talent to work with. But sorry, didn't mean to interrupt
no,
you.
no, no,
But
but
thanks for
eh,
the good guys that everybody's sent my way.
well, I was looking, like I said, back at last year. Again, 20, 25 wins was last year. 25 wins, 26 wins,
That's the
20.
great thing about being
Yeah,
old. When you
yeah,
lose stuff,
exactly.
you don't remember.
Yeah,
When you Yeah, I really don't remember.
23 wins last year. I think might have been 24 the year before. And then, I think you had 19 or 8, something like that. I mean, it's been, and then you had a bunch, you had the 26 win, the quarterfinal team. You had your son's team, 2012 was a 20. I mean, the average is really, really good. Hell, even or Trey with one of those DCs was a under sub 500 team.
Right.
I think they got it done. But yeah, it's a great. So it's not just the 300 wins that where that impact is. Again, it goes much broader and deeper than that.
The cool thing about it, Tommy Gunn, is I know that uh, I went to high school here, and my junior and senior year, we had nice basketball teams, and a lot of success. But man, we really weren't even thinking about a district championship or going on. Truthfully, we didn't have it. That thought really didn't enter our minds. That wasn't anything we really thought about. Uh, I can tell you that we have, over the last several years now, really built a tradition for Rolla basketball, and I know by the comments we get from you know coaching peers and whatnot, that Rolla is viewed as a very tough opponent everywhere we go. And so I just love that we've kind of become what most people see as a basketball
Yeah,
tradition,
yeah,
year
definitely.
in and year
Yeah,
out. We're ranked in the top 10 most years.
yeah.
Um, and so that gives us a challenge going forward, because you're taking a bunch of seniors away after this year. And we got some guys that have not had the experience, and we got to find a way to step
Yep,
forward. We've been in this position before, um, and we found our way through
yep.
it. So that's that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, it'll happen. It'll happen. Well, so again, so tune in. Come on up to Hearns Arena. Get your tickets online. I think they probably have them at the gate too, but I definitely know you can get them online. You go to Norm Stewart Classic, and on the website we'll put stuff out there and have links for that.
Yeah,
They also have every game broadcast. I think out too. I don't
I'm
think.
sure they're streaming it.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think
I
there's a fee. Is there? I don't think there is.
I have to check.
I have
I
to
don't
check
know.
on that, but I'll put all the information out there. But man, it'd be great to have a big crowd up there, Hearns, and maybe a nice preview for what might be coming down in maybe in March or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's might as well start off the season with it
That's the great
and
thing
roll on
about
it.
it, is you get familiar with
Yeah,
it, and I know we've got the guys that are wanting to get back there for a second time this year.
there is no doubt about that. Um, Then after that, we go to Republic Tournament. And this moving, the Republic Tournament moved. It was normally the first weekend of December.
Yep.
The fact that that moved really allowed us to then go to the Norm Stewart Classic and participate in that. So we got a nice little setup there. Thursday, I think we have the early game at 4, taking on Springfield Central. Don't
Quality
yeah,
opponent right out of
yeah,
the chute.
yeah. It's always a good tournament. Ozark and Park Hill South,
Yeah.
Republic and Olathe West, and then Capital City and Liberty.
Yeah,
You know,
you'll play 3 games there, and all three will be high
yeah,
quality. You can have a 20-win team, and you can very easily walk out of there 0 and
yeah,
3. I mean, if you're not playing well. And our guys have kind of found a way to get it done there several times, and we've come away with finding our way into the championship game multiple times, and we've won it a couple of times
yeah.
too.
I think
So it's
three
time
times
to
maybe.
make it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's time to go get it done again.
Wow, it is. It's yeah. It's been too long, and again, that comes back into the bragging rights in the Brown household that they
That's right.
each of them have Republic title tournaments. Ethan pulls off. Well, he's got he has multiple holiday tournaments, so it's a lot of fun with that. Um, Before we kind of wind down, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our sponsors. Again, we talk about Phelps County Bank, 100% employee owned, 100% community champions. Appreciate everything they do. A new sponsor, Home Sweet Mo Properties. So you got the Jordan clan. You
Sure.
coached Jared back in the day.
Gosh, isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
I helped coach too back then, and then
Yeah.
Chance had played for me, his son. That was kind of a crazy thing, and they do a great job with real estate, their homes, and everything. You know what you're getting there. They do a great job, so appreciate them.
Jared and Danielle.
Yep, they do a great job. Kobe Wands Skills Academy, two-time All-State Bulldog, got his facility going to town this spring. That thing will be up and going. Excited for that.
Yes. That hey, that right there is going to mean so much to Rolla
Yep,
basketball that that people don't even know. I mean, it is going to be such a shot in the arm for which we're going to need because it sounds like we're with our population growth, we're probably looking at being a Class 6
yep,
school from here on.
yep.
We'll see, but it helps to have somebody like Kobe and a gym like that
Oh,
to work
definitely.
guys out in.
Yeah, and he does such a great job. I mean, and Ethan's used him for years. I had the pleasure of coaching when he was a little guy, and then you had him in high school, and his ability to kind of connect with the kids and do that stuff. And Ethan's had a lot of trainers. I mean, he's been to a lot of the stuff with a lot of big names, and I tell you, man,
Kobe's the best.
Kobe's the best, man. There's no
I'm
doubt
not.
about
I'm
it.
I'm partial.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
He's my guy,
yeah,
but Kobe's the best.
yeah. He comes in, and he said Ethan comes out soaked and has a smile on his face
Yeah,
after every time with him, and and that's been since he's been a little kid, and now, and it's great to see.
I get great feedback from. I send a lot of people to him,
Mm,
and I get great feedback from the kids that go to him, but also the parents,
yeah,
and they're just excited that they've got somebody like that that they can send their kid to, and know that he's not only going to get the training, the basketball training that you want, but he, just as I myself, wants to lead those guys in a way that they're going to be
yeah,
good men out
yeah.
there. And he's the best.
Yep, yep, and then they love the game. It's awesome. Another one, child Jackie Morozowitz in full bloom. Uh, Backdrop rental, balloon decor, does a great job. A lot of the senior signings, other events. Appreciate everything she does. We already talked about Price Chopper. They're providing the team meal this week. Appreciate them. And then I give a shout out to JP Maxwell over at the season ticket 104.9. I'll be on there tomorrow from 5 to 6. And I'll talk a little bit about the Bulldogs. We also talk about the Miners and some of the other Missouri sports. We'll be giving some shout outs on there as well. Um, so, Coach, I got a question. So, after, so your son, Mike, is one of the assistants. He kind of comes,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he
I
came
was
back.
wondering what he was doing around. I've seen him around a lot. And I'm like, okay,
So he comes back to town. So it's always good to see him. Typically I see him just on the videos when he's out doing Mike the Caddy stuff.
sure.
Give Mike the Caddy a follow, man. He's on Instagram. Dude's got followers galore, man. I mean, he does some great stuff out there. If I could golf, I'd be really excited about it.
Yeah.
It is pretty cool what he does. So Mike the Caddy, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know what he's all on.
Yeah, and maybe
TikTok.
shoot him a quick line and say, Mike, why can't you beat your old man at golf yet? Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
that would
yeah,
be
that'd be good.
that's tough.
All right, that's
So I saw him in person for the first time in a while, and he's got this mustache. And so I'm curious, did you ever have a mustache like through high school or in the early days?
Tommy Gunn. I think we are probably in a little bit of trouble with his mom just even mentioning that he's got that mustache.
Okay.
Mom has talked to him and talked to him about getting rid of that. However, it seems like mom does not outweigh the girlfriend's
Yeah.
opinion, and she apparently really likes it. And so, yeah, I didn't
So
wear a
you never had a
mustache.
stash like that.
No,
Okay. So
nor
now,
will I ever.
okay, that's where that was going to be son. So then in after that, then my question is, are you kind of like maybe want like maybe I should have one, or are you glad you never did after seeing it on him?
If I had that facial hair, I'd try to find a way to plug it in right up here on my forehead, Tom, is what I would try to do. That's the only place I'm really interested in having more hair.
But if it was only like this, it'd be kind of rough. You'd have like a giant unibrow.
Yeah, I don't need any part of that, but yeah.
Well,
I tell you what,
I should have brought the picture. I should have put a zoom in picture so our viewers could know about him. But
yeah,
you'd like to look at Mike the Caddy and get it on there too.
Mike does a great job with his Mike the Caddy podcast. He's on different podcasts and he's got quite a following.
Yeah.
I mean, he's it's amazing how that's blown up for him, and I think he's got some ideas that are going to continue to promote it more and more. And I just want to give a shout out to both he and Josh Vineyard. Those guys, there's not a better staff, assistant coach wise, in the state. Those two do a fabulous job uh, with practice, with knowing our stuff, encouraging our guys and motivating them. I'm really thankful to get to work with both of them, and um, I Mike keeps telling me this is probably his last year, so we've got added incentive. Let's make sure we get it done for Mike.
Yeah, finish on a high note. I like it, man. I like
Yeah,
it a lot. Well, Coach, thanks a lot. Congratulations on the 300th win.
thanks, Gun.
Appreciate everything all through the years. Again, all my kids have gone through here, and this will be,
I
even
love
will
it. Yeah,
will
if
be
you're
his last
Jenny,
time.
I mean, I don't know if you talked to Jenny, but if there's any chance, I'll see what I can do to hang around for a while. Maybe get one more brown boy.
Well, in 16 years, we'll have Zach's youngest one, the newborn. So that was we joked about that one time. So
Ooh.
that was my last chemo this summer, and Ashton messages on my Twitter account saying, "Yeah, in 15 years you'll be back up there."
Oh
And
man,
yeah,
15 years. I don't even want to think. What am I?
I know.
90 then? 80, something like that. 80. Be
Yeah.
80.
Maybe I should go look at adopting like some of the city schools do.
Yeah. I do have a former player that's got a whale of a player coming along. He's at Sumner, I think. And Donquarius Johnson was a kid that was here with me for just a little bit, and he's come down and watched us in big games and that sort of thing when he can. And his boy is a freshman right now. That is, um, he's going to be a really high quality player.
Nice.
Yeah. I'd like to see him in a Raleigh uniform.
Oh, that'd be nice.
He said, "Coach, I'm about ready to kick him out of the house and have him come down and hang with you." So we'll see.
I got my basement. We'll get them on there. We'll
That's
get them
right.
worked out. We'll get them going. So, Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck on the 5th, December 5th. You got time here. You got another couple practices. Got our Thanksgiving break. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thanks. You
I
as
didn't.
well.
Yeah, I did not talk about Thanksgiving food because we did that last time. And plus, I don't need to be thinking more about the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, congratulations on the 300th win. So enjoy your break. Get the boys fired up. We'll be ready to go see you up at Mizzou.
And
Hearns
thanks
Arena.
for all you do right here. This is a huge impact, not just for basketball, but for all of Raleigh sports. And I don't know if people really appreciate it quite as much as we should. But man, you put a lot of hard work into it, and I certainly do appreciate all that you do for us.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Killer. Appreciate it a lot. All right. Well, on that note, man, for Coach Mark Miller,
And
Tom Brown.
Tom Brown. Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
got
you
you.
reminding me.
Well, do you know the sign off I do?
I bet I do, but it's not
From inside the huddle to the
to heart of the game.
game. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Killer.